Good morning, everyone. We're here at GITEX 2023, one of the largest tech events of the year, taking place at Dubai World Trade Center. We have the privilege of hosting Maroon and Miraj with us today to delve into the challenges modern IT teams encounter in delivering great customer experience and demonstrate how these can be solved using Riverbed's unified observability. Let me introduce our alluvial subject matter expert, Miraj Mohammed.
Hello, Nish.
Hello, and our technical sales consultant, Maroon.
Thank you, Nish. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Guys, today's IT environments are more distributed and dynamic, right, than ever before. And many IT teams are finding it very challenging to deliver seamless digital experience to customers and internal employees. Often IT teams turn to various monitoring tools in the hopes of making their lives better and easier, but end up creating unforeseen challenges. Now, can you elaborate on the challenges IT teams are facing to deliver seamless digital experiences to customers and employees? Miraj, let's start with you.
Yeah, thanks, Nish. Thank you very much. And it has been a pleasure here in GITEX, and it's an honor to be part of this massive event that is taking place in the prestigious Dubai. Yes, you're absolutely right. A lot of times what we have seen is, when interacting with a lot of CDOs, CIOs, we face a certain challenge, which makes most of them, roughly about 87% say that, okay, yes, they are having challenges achieving the required kind of availability metric or required kind of uptime for their critical services. And that is something that we have been demonstrating over the past years from the Riverbed side of it. And it's a privilege again here to be in GITEX to showcase that very sort of technology which the ongoing customer install base or the new prospects can utilize.
Thank you, Miraj.
Yeah.
Now, Maroon, with an increasing popularity of observability tools, many IT leaders are questioning themselves. Is it necessary for my team? To address this effectively, they must assess their specific business requirements, goals, and challenges. Now, can you please highlight some challenges that businesses encounter as they strive to accelerate their digital transformation and establish unified observability?
Very good question. Thank you, Nish. So certainly, the increasing popularity of observability tools today indeed prompts IT leaders to consider the necessity for their teams. A lot of key challenges that they are facing today, I can name a couple of them. We can start by the IT complexity today. Yeah. So whenever there is a complex environment, complex application, and so on, this is where IT observability tools are the most important. So consider today the shift to the cloud. So we have a lot of customers, especially after the pandemic, after COVID, they are moving to cloud, either hybrid or multi-cloud and so on, as well as the working from home or working from anywhere environment, which will put a lot of challenges on the IT team to have those users or let's say work from home users performing well with a good end user experience. So the IT complexity will put a lot of challenges here, as well as always I say to my customers, whenever you have the good observability tools, you have the best analysis. So data plus analysis, it will give you the best income. So your best, let's say, data there. So on top of it, the alert overload. Alert overload today, a lot of customers, they are having maybe multiple tools, let's say 3 or 5 or more than 10 monitoring tools, where every tool, which is siloed approach, they are giving the alerts. So consider an IT team, they have on a daily basis more than 1,000 alerts. This is where it will make their life too much difficult to find the problem, to find the root cause analysis on top of it. As well as the incomplete data. A lot of tools today, they do sampling. You don't have a complete analysis for that. So whenever they are doing sampling, the IT teams, they cannot have the full data from the end user to the infrastructure, to the network, to the application backend, and so on, to correlate all those data together. So this is a key challenge today, especially that the customers, they should choose the right vendor, the right solution in order to provide this unified end-to-end visibility solution. As well as the unified of data, of insights and correlation On top of them, which is the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So a lot of challenges today. IT teams, they are facing that, IT leaders and so on.
That's extremely insightful, Maroon. Thank you for that.
Finish.
So is there a solution for IT to keep services, systems, and applications running smoothly and efficiently and securely, which is very important in today's day and age?
Yes, so yes, there is a solution, and Riverbed is providing the solution as well, which is the unified observability. So that's why we call it unified observability, which is, I can call this as the third generation of monitoring and visibility. So every customer today, they have the trend, like for the past 10 years, they have monitoring tools. They have either infrastructure monitoring tool, application, end user, and so on. And those monitoring tools, they are only providing insights about the problem, but they are not correlating those insights together. So the unified observability is the third generation after the visibility, where we correlate those actions together from infrastructure to the application to the end user and so on. After doing this correlation, that's why we call it unified observability, which is the third generation. We're coming into AI and machine learning. So we need to start take action, remediation action, which will allow the IT team to remove all the headache. Whenever there is a problem, you have an automated actions that will be applied. If you have a problem A, you have the script B that will be acting in order to solve this problem. So unified observability is the only solution that IT leaders should look today in order to have end-to-end visibility as well as remediation actions on top of it.
That's fantastic. Now, Miraj, can you share a specific instance where unified observability made a substantial difference for an organization, including improved operational efficiency and/or cost savings?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will re-echo the words which Maroon had been mentioning about the differentiation between having the unified observability and then there is visibility and then there is monitoring. So consider the fact, like many of our existing customers are the enterprises. They do have visibility already available within their environment. And what they have done over the recent years is that they have expanded to monitoring side of it, which is practically providing some sort of like data on what is available, what is performing, what is degrading, and so on. But reiterating what Maroon had been mentioning about the unification of data, that's where the customer can rely on not just the alerts, but also on the insights to make sure their services are running effectively without any performance issues or impacting any end user. So for instance, coming back to your question about how we can use the unified observability use case for a certain condition. So for example, I do recall certain events where I have been involved with the customers where they had an issue with their most critical application, and even with their existing tools that they had, they were unable to pinpoint what was the factor that is impacting their end user. For instance, the issue came from an unknown agent that was sitting on a database server, but that impacted a lot of users. And that problem was coming from a simple firewall rule that created a havoc inside the whole network that impacted the database. So without having this kind of correlation, which basically digests and correlates the data of unification, starting from end user, going to the network, going to the infrastructure, going to the servers, going to the applications and database, that's where the Riverbed blends into the data to combine the unification. And that's pretty much some of the cases that we have helped our customers with.
That's fantastic. Now, it's very clear, right? Unified observability has a wide range of benefits. What steps can organizations take to begin implementing unified observability effectively and efficiently?
Yes, so first, every customer, unified observability, as mentioned by Miraj, it's a journey. It's not something that you can achieve on one day, it's a journey. So first, the customer should start defining their clear objectives. So he needs to find the gaps that he have already today, especially maybe on the tools and so on. So this is where he will start from defining those clear objectives. After defining what he wants to achieve, this is where he will start assess the current status that he have. So today, I have a weaknesses. Let's say I'm planning to move to the cloud. So before moving to the cloud, he need to start assess this. What is the current status of my application? What is the current status of my infrastructure? What is the current status of my database? So this is where he will start defining the gaps that he have. So he will start defining what he want to achieve. This is where he will start assess the current status that he have. So today, I have a weaknesses. Let's say I'm planning to move to the cloud. So before moving to the cloud, in order to see his application whenever it's moved to the cloud, how the end user experience will be. So he needs to start by assessing what the current status is. After that, he will start choosing and selecting the right tools. So this is where the right tools, he should choose the vendor that he have a vision. The vision here, what I mean, that he have a unified observability solution where he have the tools that will be integrated together, either from infrastructure, from flows, from packets, from end user experience, from application code, that will have a unified solution. And this unified solution that will be on top of it later on to have a unified dashboard, as well as the automation and the AI and machine learning.
Yeah.
So he should choose the right vendor with the right vision. And on top of it, he should choose as well the vendor that is scalable enough to cover his future growth. So consider today the customer is like moving to the cloud, and in the future he's gonna have more and more resources and so on. So he's scaling. So he should choose a solution not for small business. Let's say in 2 years he should choose it. He should change it. Sorry. So he should choose the right solution that will be enterprise, and it will be scaling enough with him whenever he grow up.
Absolutely. Wonderful insights. Thank you, Maroon and Miraj,
Pleasure.
for sharing your expertise with us today. As we wrap up, could you summarize the key benefits of unified observability solutions that Riverbed provides? Both of you.
So from my side, I can just highlight or chime in to one particular fact, which is, there is always tools, then there is process, and then there is people. So all these three are interrelated and correlated to each other. You might have the best and the best of the best tools available, but if you don't have the right process to make use of those tools, then it's down the drain. And then to implement this particular people usage or usability, then you need to have a process. And that is what Riverbed brings on the table. We provide easy of use access to the solutions. We provide very simplistic of the approach in deploying our solutions in order to help the customer achieve the visibility, the monitoring, and the observability that they might require from the very next day of delivery. So that's Riverbed for you.
Excellent.
Yes, so just to summarize this, so I have a list for the advantages that Riverbed actually provide to our customer, but I can start naming the most important, which is Riverbed is maybe the only vendor in the market today that we have a unified observability platform. So where we can correlate, we have like 100% full fidelity without sampling. We are correlating flows with packets, with like SNMP, and pulling the health of the devices of the infrastructure, as well as on the code level of the application. So we are correlating all of them together into a unified platform. So our IT leaders, they are not, let's say today, looking into different tools. They are looking into one tool, and on top of it, we didn't miss the artificial intelligence and machine learning and the automation.
Yeah.
So where we help a lot the IT teams today to take decisions. On top of it, we'll not forget the cost. So we're helping a lot our customers to reduce cost. Especially, let's say we have one of the main use case, which is the licensing. Today, maybe customers they are using, or let's say users, they are using licensing that not all the users they are making it. Maybe there is a couple of them. So this is where we help our customers to reduce the cost on those licensing, as well as from the troubleshooting time. So the mean time to troubleshoot, mean time to repair, mean time to know, those are very important factors where it will consume a huge time for the IT teams and the IT leaders. So this is where we help a lot our teams, as well as the unified platform, which is the most important topic today, where it will be unified in a one dashboard.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Miraj and Maroon, for your time today.
Thank you for your time.
Indeed, the Alluvio Unified Observability, you can capture full fidelity data, as you mentioned, on every transaction across the digital ecosystem. Basically, you'll gain insights that enable stronger actions, as you were saying, to create better business outcomes, right? And if you'd like to engage in more in-depth discussions with our experts, Maroon and Miraj, then we invite you to visit the Riverbed stand at GITEX 2023, located at Concourse 2, stand CC218. Our experts are ready to provide insights on how unified observability can transform IT landscape. Look forward to meeting you all there. Thanks.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nish. Thank you.